this to impress scouts. In our football today, a lot of major players were discovered by scouts. Every football club has scouts which scour local leagues and youth academies in search of the next big football star. If you feature regularly in local leagues or youth academy games, there's a great chance that you brush shoulders with scouts. That's if you haven't already met them. There are many big shot footballers that the right scouting completely changed the course of their footballing careers. Let's take the stories of Victor Osimhen and Harry Kane as an example. The Napoli striker Victor Osimhen is one of Europe's finest strikers. Victor played football in Lagos, Nigeria with his brothers before he got discovered by some local football scouts. He was then invited to join Ultimate Strikers Academies in Lagos, where his remarkable performance got plaudits and he went on to represent the U17 Nigerian team in the U17 FIFA World Cup. And just like that, Victor became one of the most sought after talents in Nigeria. He got offers from big European clubs like Man City, Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. His career still hit some hitches before taking off fully, but the efforts of professional scouts are what got him to where he is now. Let's look into another superb player, Harry Kane. Without any doubt, Harry Kane is one of the greatest strikers of this generation. But he didn't make it all on his own. You may not know this, but Harry Kane played for the Arsenal's Youth Academy in 2001 before the club released him. But this wasn't the end of the striker's journey. It was only a matter of time before he got scouted by Tottenham Hotspur, and the rest is history. These stories are a clear example of the importance of scouts. So if you're looking to become a professional footballer, you need to know just what the scouts are searching for. And honestly, just talent isn't enough. Well, in this video, we'll be giving you an insight into the minds of professional scouts. We'll be going over how to impress professional scouts. Before we start, you have to understand that the mindset of every scout is different. A scout might be searching for a particular type of talent and another will be looking for something totally different. Regardless, there are important things that every scout is looking for. So, the first thing you need to know is that you have to play your game to the best of your ability. Do not try becoming something you aren't just so you can impress a scout. Always keep this in mind. According to former Chelsea scout Gwen Williams, professional scouts always focus on the two A's when it comes to discovering talent. These A's are ability and attitude. When it comes to ability, the first thing scouts look at is just how good your decision making is on the pitch. Irrespective of how much potential you have, your decision making transcends every other skill you are capable of. And if you think of it, it makes perfect sense. Having the talent is one thing, but being able to utilize it correctly is more important. The second A is attitude. To better explain the second A, we'll have to take a look at the scouting of Gareth Bale. When Bale was in Southampton at the time, representatives from several top clubs met with him. Eventually, he joined Tottenham, but all the scouts liked something specific about him. Bale's humility was what set him apart. He was humble yet confident on the football pitch. He was confident without having to necessarily be arrogant. Confidence does wonders for a talented player, but nothing will send scouts away faster than arrogance. So show your confidence even to the brink of arrogance. This will show that you can perform even under pressure. Do well to always showcase your abilities anytime, anywhere, without fear. Well, next up, you need to ask yourself this question. Do I have the X factor? What exactly do you possess that differentiates you from every other player on the pitch? Professional scouts will always love to look into the best player on the pitch. To be the best player, you have to dominate every aspect of the game. No one will sign a player that cannot influence the game. Although the work of players in defensive positions usually goes unnoticed, that shouldn't stop you from playing to the best of your abilities. As I said earlier, every scout looks for a particular type of talent. You might just be what the scout has been searching for. Another thing that every scout considers is your relationship with your teammates. A player's leadership qualities will make him stand out irrespective of his footballing potential. Legends like Steven Gerrard and John Terry will always dominate play because of their leadership qualities. So be supportive and encouraging of your teammates and surrounding always. That might just be what the scout is searching for. Do you know that how you analyze and read a game sets you aside from everyone else? Next up, let's look at how your tactical awareness can influence the decision of a professional scout. A lot of your tactical awareness has to do with your position on the pitch. Are you taking up the right positions offensively and defensively? Are you occupying someone else's position? Are you following the coach's instructions and tactics to the latter? These are questions you need to ask yourself regularly. Your football IQ has to be up to par at all times. If your football understanding is low, you will hurt the team collectively. So watch and analyze different football matches to improve your tactical awareness. In fact, it will help to also analyze your own games. Go to the coach and get insights about your games. Ask your coach what you're doing wrong and what you're doing correctly. This will definitely improve how you perceive the sport. One thing young talents always overlook is their organization. This is one aspect many scouts tend to look out for on the low. Your level of coordination on and off the pitch will not go unnoticed. So you need to ask yourself these questions. Do I dress well? Are my bags always sorted out? Are my boots and jerseys clean? Your level of organization shows just how prepared you are. It also shows how well you pay attention to details. So trust me when I say looking clean and dressing well on and off the pitch has its importance. Even the smallest of details will be considered by professional scouts. Next up is a thing that varies between scouts and even teams, and that is your physical attributes. A lot of scouts and teams dismiss a bunch of players because they are weaker. There are a lot of stories of players getting rejected because of their size. The Arsenal goalie Aaron Ramsdale was faced with the exact problem while he was at the Bolton Wanderers Academy. He was quite a small kid then and couldn't meet up with the goalkeeper height requirements. This forced the Bolton Academy to release him regardless of the potential he possessed. Most professional scouts will do the same thing. This doesn't mean that you can make it at the highest level. Just like Aaron Ramsdale, be persistent and your talent will be noticed. But you have to make sure that you are doing the strength, speed, and conditioning training. Let me also throw this in there. Your fitness will determine a lot for you. It's kind of a no-brainer. Scouts will never go for a player that is out of shape. You've barely played 10 minutes of football and you're already huffing and puffing. This is a major red flag. Your physical attributes will definitely be considered by some scouts, but every scout will look out for your fitness. So make sure you are doing your training to improve areas of your physical attributes that are lacking. Another thing scouts will always look out for is your level of composure. And this composure shouldn't only apply when your team are winning. Let's assume that your team are losing during a football match. The character and composure you show during this football match will set you aside from the rest. Professional scouts are always looking for that level-headed player, the player that shows the most character always. And there's nothing scouts love more than your heart and grit during a match, irrespective of the outcome of that match. This will also translate to your leadership qualities. Lastly, there's a saying that goes, practice makes perfect. Well, you need to ask yourself this. How many times do I actually practice? To steal the hearts of professional scouts, you need to show them what makes you special. To do this, you have to be brushed up on your skills and techniques. This means that you must practice regularly to improve your skills and techniques. And to just put the icing on the cake, do not be afraid to showcase these skills during matches. Be confident enough to do this during games and practices. That will definitely capture the attention of scouts. Well, that's it guys. With all these tips, you are sure to attract and impress scouts. Always be persistent and never give up on your footballing dream. Do well to give us your experience with professional scouts in the comment section below if you've had any. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications about any future videos.